Coach, thank you. We are over 4,000 miles away from where you're seated in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England, and Wembley Stadium. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Tonight, 180. 56. Right here. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Now Goff on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Conner. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
20.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Goff now looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. He's at the 30. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, The ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He was looking for Landry that time. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Set. 8, read. Hey, team 6. Team 6. On the ball 5.
On 2nd and 9. Jones. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Get it.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
60 or.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Jones now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes.
Exit.
Jones on 3rd down. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, feel a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Conner. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Value three. Hey, Charlie.
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
From the gun, here's Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
That one goes for 24 yards. Goff now looking to throw. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
17.
Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit.
Two draw quarters. Hey, Alpha.
Goff. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing Jones. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Here's Jones. Throwing again on second and 10. It's complete to Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first. Down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready, set.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Ready.
Jones now operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they'll fall back on what
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
180. Value three. Topper.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Screen pass to Connor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff going deep here for Allen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The intended receiver there, Allen. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 29, Jones looking for Britt, intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, that he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run with Connor. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Ric Flair.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. This time they stay on the ground. But he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Bravo.
2nd and 6. And he finds the tight end, Reed. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw. Jones. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's 2nd down.
Come on. 180.
Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Rounders.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
Goff now to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Goff now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Here's Conner on first down going nowhere as he's going to be stacked up behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hey, wahoo!
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And he's got the hook up to Landry. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
2 for 1. 12. Hey, Steve 6.
Now Goff. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Conner. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Stop your whining. Check. Hot. Whip. Watch the whip.
76, tell him. 76, turbo.
Here's Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quan Alexander in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
They go play action here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Ready up.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
Crunch time, defense.
Throwing again, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Jamal Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down.
Ready, ready.
We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. And he completes it to Hunt. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for the Bengals. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Jones on first and 10. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Jones to throw on third down. It's caught. Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jordan Reed, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there. Trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
The Rams on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Man up, deep. Mutz 56. Mutz 56. Let's go.
We go. 76. 76.
56. Mike 56.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw is gone. And Allen's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Connor on first down, working his way forward for about 4 yards. 2nd down coming up. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
12. 4 now.
Goff now looks to throw. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. Touchdown, LA! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, look at the juke. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Set.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Jones. It got his man complete. The 20, 10, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 91 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's Conner. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hold on. Jumper. General West.
Goff going to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, folks.
Now Goff. His short throw caught by Goddard. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Tiger.
Hey, Mike 51. Watch the curl.
Hey, shoot.
Mike 51. Hey, watch the slant. 51 to Mike, boy. 50.
Hey, kill.
They can't hang with us.
What?
Goff now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Bengals take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
It moves to second and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Hey, Delta.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They are on to the fourth quarter in Jacksonville. The Jets have now taken a late lead. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year.
You ready?
Tookie's the mark. I'm coming.
Jones now throwing after the interception. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. Now Jones, off play action, and he's going to go down again. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for L.A., they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody. Well, there is a definite chill in the Northern California air, Coach, but still a wonderful afternoon for Well, there is a definite chill in the Northern California air, Coach, but still a wonderful afternoon for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. This one fielded at the 5. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Wentz now on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He gets it to Brown. Good play. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home and... Stop him behind the line.
He was brought down by Avery Williamson. Brought down back at the 27.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
I got it. Hey, kill it. Hey, force don't kill it. Right there.
Wins to throw again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Daquan Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll give running right his counter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Wentz. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now Sanders. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set, 50, plant.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he rifles one incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Jones. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all those big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Set, ready, 8, read.
Tackle.
Shoot.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And he completes it to Cohen. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 right at the 20. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go. Waiting. 2 jet.
It's our time.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
I'm coming.
Forward, Tokyo.
Second down and goal. Wentz. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This is third and goal. This Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kerryon Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives to see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's Jones on third down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Watch out for him on the return. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Yeah, let's get set.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Bulldozes past him. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Time to go, night.
From the 40 now on second down. Wentz flushed out right. And his pass incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and 8.
5-9. Come on now, switch up.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Arik Armstead, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week, it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Go! 53, check 53, go!
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And now it's third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. 80 weapons. 10-2, hit it.
On second down now, it's Cohen. And they're going to lose some on this play, being knocked back to the 18. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Got it.
53, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Jones now to throw on third down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Set, ready? 15 line. 15 line. Hey, high 7.
You think you won't get this? Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Pilot, 64. Weak.
36.
Right on.
Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number one. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here's Wentz to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. John Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And there he goes again. Touchdown, Giants. It's a kickoff return of 94 yards. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
Again, Elvin partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Wentz going to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tyreek Hill, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Cohen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They run. This is Cohen. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check 53, let's go.
Get it.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Johnson, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
Great 15. Great 15.
From the 27, Wentz going deep for Diggs. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Giants on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Taron Johnson made the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got you.
Throwing now is Wentz. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They go back to the ground with Johnson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready. 60 outlaw. 50 Bravo.
Now Jones off the play fake. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off play action. Jones. That is caught by Cohen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
6-5-7.
Now Wentz. And Diggs has it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 1st down San Francisco. The pickup 14 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
120.
Here we go.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Wentz. Dancing to his left. And an alley to run. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw is Wentz. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Niners, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.